What's up, everybody? My name is Boss, aka Demon Spawn. I am out here to talk about the future of EVW regarding recruitments, new events, bringing in eventually new titles, and etc. So, without further ado, let me invite my dumbass brother out here, aka Demon Killer. No, I'm joking. But let's go ahead and invite Demon Killer out.
Now he's an asshole, ladies and gentlemen, but okay, whatever with this asshole.
You an asshole.
Whatever with this peasant. Alright, so we're here to talk about this so-called EVW company. That people say it's a so-called EVW company. Well, in all reality, it was a so-called company back in maybe to mid 2016, 2015. Don't really remember because it was a so-called company back then. After the years build up, after years went by, the company has became known and all around PS4, like it started out on PS4, and eventually about mid 2017, 2016. Not
It was
really.
more 2016, towards the end of 2016.
Well, ending of 2016. The company became something reality. The company became something that everybody wanted to talk about. How EVW was going to make it, how EVW wasn't going to make it. Well, then, few people joined, a few people left. No names going to mention here. But yet, I stood loyal to this thing. I stood loyal to everybody. Made myself the legit owner of the company. Went all around looking for recruitment. Recruitment came in, recruitment left. People didn't like the way things were running. So then, about 4 months ago, let's just say, 4 months ago,
About 4 or 5 months.
We've decided to make this a legit thing on PS4. There's only originally 2 members, me and dipshit here, my brother, best friend.
So you call me a dipshit? Okay, fuck you, bitch.
Everybody else I've known,
That's
really
trash.
just no disrespect, didn't have potential in me or EVW, which I don't give a fuck in all reality, because you motherfuckers don't have potential in your damn self. That's why you're running around from group to group to group to group. And, damn, you got more mileage than my brother's car has in a week. So, I mean, again, no disrespect to anybody, but I see a lot of groups being formed. EGW, XWC, IC, PKC,
NWDX.
NWODX. No disrespect to you guys. You do have talent, you do have potential, but it's not at the same level of EVW. A lot of other groups, TWG, potential, and spamming. I mean, I really don't know what other groups to talk about, but in all reality, I'm not going to talk about groups because that's just a waste of time talking about groups. I'm here to talk about what made EVW. What made us create EVW? Well, it's simple. EVW stands for Extreme Violent Wrestling. Whether it's extreme, whether it's not, whether it's violent, it's still wrestling. No matter how you look at it, how you put it, we still wrestle. We don't have a big roster. As I said, we're actually looking for recruitment. We're actually looking for people at the moment. Divas, male superstars. And actually, we're looking for someone else to run the company with us. We do need a third person to run the company due to the fact that we do have personal things going on in life besides the game. So, in all reality, I'm not going to be a full-time partnership with my brother at the moment. I'm going to try to be full-time, but no promises on that. So, therefore, yes, we are trying to make this a legit thing. We've been here in Iowa, trying to make it a legit thing. My brother is currently now the EVW world champion, as he's been for about 7.5 months, close to a year. Um, Again, there's a lot of talent over in EVW that tried to take the title off of my brother. Couldn't succeed due to the fact that they weren't up to our level. Um, so I really don't know what else to say other than, I mean, for the past few months, my brother and I have been trying to do this legit, run the company legit, and I mean, I really don't know what made us create EVW. It was something that I was just sitting back at home and actually came up with it. You know, I'm extreme, I'm violent, I'm a crazy ass person. Everybody knows me as Crazy Killer, Crazy. Wow, I don't know. I got so many damn names I went through.
And you see, and not to interrupt you here, because actually I remember Demon Killer and I, we were actually talking about when we were restarting this back up. We were kind of talking about how we wanted to start up a group together. Um, yes, he was the one that came up with extreme violent wrestling. But but what brought to that name was the fact that I was like, hey, Demon Killer, what do you think of? Okay, we got you got groups out there that's WCW, ECW, WCG, whatever. I was thinking, you know what? Why don't we start something like EVW, something original. So that's when he came up with Extreme Violent Wrestling. So altogether, that's how Extreme Violent Wrestling started. Yes, we originally talked about it, if I'm not mistaken, before um, things with personal life got going. You and I were starting or first talking about bringing EVW up together, but we never had time for it because with personal things again. So didn't you start it with somebody else at the time before you and I got into it? I
At
remember
the time, yes, I was starting it up with someone else, which that's a whole different story, whole different scenario.
right.
EVW back then was originally called Extreme Violent Wrestling, but it was another type of Extreme Violent Wrestling. It's not the same Extreme Violent Wrestling that we have now. EVW back then was all about one person only. It wasn't a form. It wasn't a group that I could say was legit. Wasn't an ownership that was legit. The owner back then was all about himself. Titles were all about him. Everything had revolved around him, around his world, around his violent, his extreme. And see, as time went by, I looked at it and I said to myself, is this really what I want for me? Is this really what I want for my company, for my guys, for my talent, my roster? And a lot of people in my roster came to me and asked me, Demon, on a personal note, on a personal level, off this subject, off the game, is this really what you want? Somebody to come in and destroy your company? And I looked at myself and I said, no, this is not what I want for my friends and for my talent. For my company that I was thinking of creating in real life, I had a lot of talent back then. A lot of charisma back then. A lot of potential in my talent back then. And see, as time progressed and time went on, my talent was falling. My roster was falling. I went from 35 superstars to 25. From 25, I went to 20. From 20, I went to 10. From 10, I went to 5. So, yes, in the last year and a half that I've had EVW, has it gone from a lot of members to less members? Yes. Right now, I honestly, it's only us two running this legit, making this what it is. And for the past 4 months, 7 months, I don't even know, we've been doing this legitimately, trying to make it out and get the roster growing, get the, adventure started.
Mm.
And, you know, it's a lot of things you got to do as a professional, as talent. You have to bring it out. You have to build it up from the ground up. You have to always make it something legit. And, a lot of people may say, hey, you ain't going to do it. You ain't going to make it in life. You ain't going to make it to where you're at. But you know what? As time went on, we all made it to where we're at. We all made it to reality. And we turned this into reality. And if you guys are asking yourself, why the hell is this jackass keep going back and forth? He must be jerking himself back there. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. But anyway, he keeps coming back in and out of the camera. Don't even say shit, just leaves. And you guys are probably going to ask...
to drink, you asshole.
He doesn't drink. He's probably drinking a Pepsi.
Yeah, damn right.
But anyway,
Pepsi, but that's the point.
But anyway, besides that, you ask this jackass here, how long has he been champion? As long as he's had that crap. How long
How about
he's
you
been?
How about you
how
shut your mouth
long
real
he's
quick?
been trying to make it in this company? As long as I've known him. But see, it's not the point of how long or how much or how, where or what or how. It's the point of he's here, I'm here, we're here, making it what we believe in making this. So, I mean, I could look at everybody and say, where's your damn title? See, he may be holding this, it may be plastic, but in his mind and in his heart, it's potential. It's talent, what he's holding.
And
So
you
you could keep saying to yourself every time you look at us and say, these guys are always talking about how they made it, how the potential, how the talent, how the charisma. What do you got to prove to us?
Exactly. Now, I'm gonna go and speak here. Let the Mike Hog bitch shut up for a minute. But yeah, no. As he was saying, he says that, how I'm trash. I'm just gonna say, and I'm not leaning into a fight here. I'm not leaning like this, but since we're letting everything all out right now, I'm just gonna tell this crummy ass bitch that if he can't take the title from me, it's gonna take a lot of people to take this away from me, and that's why he's all pissed off. That's why he's calling me a bitch. He couldn't do it. That's why we formed a team, because he figured, as we talked, we were both thinking, you know what, we're both good competitors, we're both good athletes. And the fact that he can't beat me, nor the fact that when we have a match, why not make a tag team? So besides the point of the fact that this guy's a bitch.
He's a bitch. He's a total bitch. Let me tell you the reason why I don't want to take his glory away from him. And that's not because he's the best or I'm the best. It's because I have no potential in taking what he believes in. I have no potential of stepping up to him when nobody else has stepped up to him. So why should I keep making my life miserable by stepping up to him when there's more talent out there that should be stepping up to either him or me but can't? Why? Because you guys are scared just to step in to a ring, whether it's on a game or whether it's in real life. Step up to us, tell us, hey, we want to match with you. I don't really care who you are. You could be a rookie, but I guarantee you by the end of the night, you'll be someone like us, making promos, making a life out of what you believe in. And see, like he said, I've never beaten him legitimately, but it doesn't matter if I beat him or not, because see, for the past year and a half, I've been around different groups, won different titles, became champion, became a tag team champion. I've been all over, done everything on my own and with tag teams. But am I still here? Yes. Where's my tag teams? Where's all the people that started out with me? God knows where the fuck they're at, because I don't. And I really don't care. That just tells you people that they didn't have potential. They didn't have the charisma that I have, that I believe in. The blood running through my veins speaks wrestling. Their blood just speaks their talent, but they're not potentially talented like we are. So again, you can believe whatever you want. You can bring the heat. You can bring all the hype you want. But make sure the hype you bring it into that ring. And you show it. You show the talent that you have in your heart and in your mind. You show it in that damn ring. Because you could break a promo and talk all the crap you want. But do you have the talent in that ring? See, there's a lot of freaking superstars, a lot of people that I've known that run their mouth on a mic but can't run their freaking mouth in that damn ring and say that they got talent, because you know what, you don't have the talent. And you gotta search for the talent. You gotta search for the stars when you should be reaching instead of searching.
And you see, back to what he was saying about, okay, you can run your mouth in a promo, what's going to make it in businesses like these, rather if it's EVW in any company, any type of professional wrestling company, the fact that is that if you're going to run your mouth, you better be able to back it up in the middle of the ring. Doesn't matter if you win. It doesn't matter if you lose. It's the fact that you put up a hell of a fight. You see, you got a bunch of people who will run their damn mouth to the very limit to where it could tick somebody off. Not only business-wise, but personally. And you see, and this just goes for anything. It's the fact that if you run your mouth too much and can't back it up, that's just going to make you look like an ass. And you see, not to name any names here, but let's go ahead and go back to video games. When we started on video games, for instance, we used to run into a lot of people, and we still run into a lot of people who talk about, oh, they can kick our ass, they can do this, they can do that. Yet you see them do cheap ass moves who don't know how to play the game right or how to fight right. Again, rather if it's in the game or not. But people who say, oh, they're the best in the world, they're the best, they're the great one. Not any names here. You see, you call yourself the great one, you call yourself the best, when in reality, when you're fighting like a cheap ass bitch, trying to make a name for yourself, rather go win by count out or submission. Well, submissions is not always one thing, but count outs or spamming or any type of thing, just doing cheap ass moves, that's not going to get you nowhere. It's how you run your mouth and make a name for yourself. Do you want to make a name for yourself as the guy who's, oh, this guy fights like crap, so I'm not going to face him. He's not worth my time. You see, if you're going to get talent, if you're going to get anybody that's going to want to fight you, get people to be interested in watching you, buying tickets, selling out shows to watch your match. You see, you want to make a name to yourself where they're going to be like, damn, that dude is good. And you see, I give my brother here a lot of credit. Yes, we run our mouths to each other a lot, as you see in this video, to prove a little bit. But when we say we're going to kick somebody's ass, we don't just say it. We prove it every day, day in and day out. And there's not a damn thing that nobody can say or deny the fact that we don't kick ass. You see, I'm just going to leave it at this before I get into too much detail, is that if you can't back up your facts, don't run your mouth, because at the end, if you run your mouth too much, you're just going to get your ass kicked.
And see, as I was once told by someone, Demon, you will never make it to where you're at now. Well, let me tell you something. As my brother said, you can run all the promos, you can run your mouth, you can do all the matches you want. You can say you're the best in the world, the great one, the greatest superstar in the world. But let me tell you something. I'm here making promos day in and day out, 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year if I have to. But I'm still here busting my ass, making a living out of something that I believe in and out of something that I know will become reality one day. So, you know, as a lot of people sit back and think to themselves, what's next for the Demon? Simple. I'm going to continue my damn legacy. I'm going to continue my life. I'm going to continue doing what I believe in. And see, no matter if it's here, no matter if it's there, no matter if it's in 2K18, meaning WWE 2K18 for the PS4, and in 2018, when I make my EVW, our EVW company, reality, you're going to be sitting back at your home playing that stupid ass video game, while in all reality, I'm making a damn TV show, and I'm making the tickets, I'm making the money, while you're sitting back playing with them triggers, playing with them controllers. See, I'm going to be living life. And one day, not only this will become reality for my brother or me, but see, this title may say NXT. Maybe we'll be in NXT. Don't know. Maybe I'll be the Cruiserweight Champion of WWE if WWE ever brings back the Cruiserweight title. But you know what? It comes to a point where I don't give a damn where I stand, how I do it. I'm here to tell you, you want to be a part of EVW, whether it's on a video game or in real life, you come down to Iowa. You come down and speak to my brother or me, whether it's on the game or in real life. Look us up on Facebook. Look us up on YouTube. See what we do that EGW doesn't do. IOF, DOF, NWODX. All those groups. The great one. What the fuck have you done? Nothing. since I've known you. All you do is run your damn mouth. Your potty ass mouth, your shitty ass mouth. How you can beat me, how I haven't beaten you. But dude, in all reality, you always say, Killer, Demon, you've never beaten me. But yet, your record stands 20-2 against the Demon Killer. See, there's a lot of people out there that have potential, but you just don't listen to yourself when you talk. How the Demon's never beaten me, but yet I'm 20-2 against Demon. How can you be 20-2, but yet say I've never pinned you, I've never beaten you? Kid, when you were back home doing your thing, just remember, I was the one putting food on your damn table. I was the one teaching you how to play. See, you talk about how a legend like me hasn't been around to teach anybody the truth. How to teach people that you can't beat me. How you talk about I can't beat you or you can't beat me. Have you ever been in a legit match with me? One-on-one, without spamming, without your little backup? See, I don't need backup. The only backup I need is these two right here to prove that I can beat you, whether it's in the ring or in your mind. Playing mind games with you, kid. I'm winning no matter what. See, a lot of people can say and talk all they want, but I'm here while you're back in your home, just running your mouth on a game, talking about how Demon can't beat me, how I beat Demon, how this, how that. But see, it's like my brother said, doesn't matter if I win or lose. What matters is that I keep coming back for more and more and more each day, day in and day out. I come back and I face reality. Whether I lose, whether I don't, I step up and I say thank you to whoever I fight. So again, doesn't matter who you are, what you want. If you want talent, this is a place to be.
And you see, before I go ahead and end what I'm about to say here, before we go ahead and end this, and I don't know if he has anything else to say, that's on him. I'm just going to say this, and as he was saying before, you see, you got people who, and again, like we said multiple times, we are a group that stays on the game and does the stuff in real life. Yes, our main potential is to do this in real life. That is our main point. You see, people talk about, and as he was saying, how people say, "Oh, you guys aren't gonna make it in real life on, starting up EVW. You're going to WWE, so on and so forth." You know what? When you say that, 10 years later, 5 years later, whatever it takes, I guarantee you'll be sitting on your ass playing 2K and looking at our page, because you see, at that time, around that time, anytime, anywhere, you see, you could be sitting on your ass, but you'll be sitting on your ass playing 2K and having the picture of Demon Killer and Boss on the cover of that page, and you'll be playing as our superstars, because as you guys are sitting there playing 2K, we'll be doing real life, and you'll be playing at us and making a name for us. You see, like I said multiple times, don't tell us we can't do something, because I promise you, we'll make it there. We'll make it to that point where you'll be seeing us on TV while you're sitting on your ass playing a damn game.
See, and like he said, playing a damn game. See, you may hate the game, but don't hate the player. Hate the game. Because see, in all reality, like he said, one day, you will see on the cover of a WWE game in the future, near future, whenever it happens, if WWE continues to do video games. See, a lot of people didn't have potential in Seth Rollins. A lot of people kept calling Seth Rollins a little babyface because he sold out to the Authority. But see, he did what he had to do. He did what was smart. He went to the Authority, but then after a while, he turned his back on the Authority, and now Seth Rollins is the cover of WWE. So again, you may think to yourself, just because you sell out, or just because you don't make money selling arenas, selling out tickets, selling merchandise, you look at people and say, he's never going to make it. He's not what he is. But yet,
that person to turn to be Seth Rollins.
Turn out to be Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns. See, a lot of people talk about Roman Reigns. How Roman Reigns has a legacy because he's a Samoan. Well, let me tell you something. It doesn't matter if he's Samoan. It doesn't matter if The Rock is his cousin and The Rock is a freaking Hollywood superstar. But where's Roman Reigns busting his ass in that ring full time? You got John Cena. No disrespect. I'm a John Cena fan. No disrespect. See, you got a guy like The Undertaker, the dead man, the demon himself, that retired. Why? Because he wanted to give a name to people like Roman Reigns, give them a chance to climb to the top. And see, a lot of you guys that know us, you talk about how we take the spotlight, how we are WWE 2K, how we make 2K something that we want to believe in. But see, we do take the game serious. We do. Don't get me wrong, we do. But we take it serious for one reason and one reason only, and that's because it's our life. We believe in it. We see it every time we play it, and we see not the video game, not the person we're playing as, but we see ourselves in that ring. And see, there's a lot of you guys out there that have potential, have the charisma, have the attitude to step up and do a promo like we are. And see, I know I said I wasn't going to get into a lot of details with this promo. I was just going to talk about EVW and how EVW started. But you know what? It got to a point where my brother hit a trigger in my mind and in my brain. And I said to myself, why should I talk about EVW? If everybody knows how EVW started. And see, EVW, simple. Extreme Violent Wrestling. It's simple. So see, you guys want to sit there and say, Demon will destroy groups. Demon Killer is a bad person. Demon Killer is a person you can't trust. If I was a person that nobody can trust, then why the hell am I here? Why am I making my company? Well, no. Let me rewind that. Not my company, but everybody's company that I believe in that made this what it is today. Whether it's me, whether it's my brother, whether it's this guy right here, my best friend. As much as I never believed that this guy right here would be my best friend, it happened. But see, I did have a best friend. A really close best friend. And see, you turned your back on me, buddy. I'm not going to say your name. You should know who you are, and I really don't give a fuck if this gets back to you. But see, you fucked up when you turned your back on Demon. You fucked up when you turned your back on me. See, I was a Demon Killer on the game. I called myself Demon Killer. I've called myself Crazy. I've also called myself the Psycho Killers. Why? Because your name was Psycho, and I took it upon myself to make us a tag team. But see, as time went by, I started to see the true colors. Wasn't me. It was always you. See, and everybody started talking to this guy about how I would be a fuck up. How I will fuck everything up. Fuck up friendships. Break up friendships. But let me tell you something. This friendship has been around for about 2 years.
2.5 maybe.
2.5 years.
Something like that, yeah.
Took 2.5 years.
And look where we're
And
at
let me
now.
tell you something. In the 2.5 years that I've known him, I have not turned my back, not once. But see, you people have turned your back on him more than once. Multiple times, just because he chose the path of the Demon Killer. Just because he chose to join the dark side. You guys talk so much crap. But see, when was the last time you joined the dark side?
And you see, not to interrupt you here, but you see, everybody, as he was saying, to sell out, to do whatever, you gotta live it all. You have to live it all. And the fact is the fact that when I turned to the dark side, when I went with Demon Killer here, look where we're at today. We're here making promos, making a name for ourselves, not only in on a PS4 or on 2K or on Xbox One, but we're making a name for ourselves in real life. We're making a name for ourselves in EVW, and eventually, I guarantee it will eventually be going to WWE NXT or anything, because we'll bust our ass every day and night to make it there, and there's not a damn thing nobody can do. And you see, not to get into too much details here, and I explained this in multiple videos. You see, you take two guys like us who have the same passion, the same heart of everything, trying to do everything that we want to try to do and to accomplish our dreams with the power between each other and I, you know what? It'll happen. And you see, like my brother said, this was going to be a basic promo. But the whole point of promos, and for those of you that are still working on promos, that are looking for to join EVW, we'll help you with promos and stuff like that. But it's a fact, I started out like you, and I became like him. You see, at first I didn't know how to really cut a promo. Now I do. You see, you let your feelings go where it needs to go. You see, like he said, you talk about one thing, but when you're real passionate about something and you dedicate your life to it, there's a whole lot more that's going to come out to it. And there's not a damn thing anybody can say or do about it, because it's our passion. It's not theirs, it's ours. They say it's not going to happen, we say it's going to happen. We'll shut you down every time you say, you know what, that's not going to happen. Because when you say that this ain't going to happen, we eat that as fuel. And that just fuels up the fire in our minds. You see, every day and night, and I promise you we'll get more videos almost every other day, if not every 2 days. We hit that gym. In fact, let me just change the camera. See, let's keep going here. We got our weight bench. Sorry, the basement's a little messy right now, but this is right now we're just cutting a promo. We got our weight bench. We got bags. We got stuff to work out with. Pull-up bars, everything. See, it's not good for right now because, like I said, the basement's a mess, and I apologize for that. But the fact is that we use this to our advantage. We use this stuff every day. We go to the gym every other day, if not every 3 days. You see, we bust our ass every day and night to make it to where we want to be and where we will be. So I'm just going to cut it like this. For those of you, don't listen to the negativity here on what people tell you, what you can and can't do. Just do it.
And see, with that being said, I'm going to just cut it simple. Simple thing. You want it? Come get it. Because see, eventually, you'll be watching this video. You'll be watching this promo. And see, the promo all started nice and easy. Started simple. We started cutting the bread. Simple cuts. Simple slices. And then it got to the point where we just took that knife and just shoved it straight through your chest. And we got your heart in our hands just pumping.